Hare श्री गिरिराज गोवर्धनाथ की जय। निताई गौरवनंदे। हरे कृष्णा। तो सभी का स्वागत करते हैं आज पुरुषोत्तम मास के आखिरी दिवस और कीर्तन और कथा में भाग लेने के लिए। तो विल रिक्वेस्ट शकुंतला माता जी एंड some devotees, Suchirani माता जी, Vyari माता जी, can help. Offerings are there on the stage. तो अंदर से आप ट्रे ले सकते हैं, उसमें थोड़ा थोड़ा निकाल के जितना टेबल में जगह है वैसे आप उस तरह से ऑफरिंग करते हैं। और किचन में भी प्रसाद है, भोगा है Sunday Days किचन में, that also needs to be offered. So yeah, some of you can do that, please. ऑफरिंग ले बना के यहाँ पे ऑफरिंग करना, बस उतना काम, ठीक है। हरे कृष्णा। और आज शुरू करने से पहले आज एक बार फिर हम लोग श्रील गुरुदेव का एक प्रवचन सुनेंगे। और उससे पहले मैं आप सभी लोगों को एक स्टोरी बताना चाहता हूँ। हम चाहते हैं कि सभी लोग मेडिटेट करें। उस दिन हम लोग गुरुदेव को सुने थे, मेडिटेट करें। यहाँ पर गिरिराज है, तुलसी देवी है। तो जहाँ तुलसी देवी होती है वो वृंदावन होता है। जब भगवान श्री कृष्ण पृथ्वी पर प्रकट होने वाले थे, तो जब देवताओं ने याचना किया भगवान प्रकट हो, तो भगवान श्री कृष्ण मान गए कि आएंगे द्वापर युग में। तो भगवान श्री कृष्ण बोले हम वहां नहीं जाते हैं जहां पर कौन नहीं होता है, कौन नहीं होते, तो भगवान नहीं जाते हैं जहां पर श्रीमती राधा रानी नहीं होती। सब लोग जानते थे कि नहीं जानते? जानते थे पहले कि नहीं जानते थे? हरे कृष्णा। asking a question. Did you know that Krishna does not go where Radha Rani does not go? कौन-कौन लोग नहीं जानते थे? बच्चा लोग जानते हो तो बोलना चाहिए। मैं आपको एक स्टोरी बताता हूँ। एक बार एक व्यक्ति था, एक संत के पास में गया, और वो संत के पास में गया और बोला मुझे आशीर्वाद दो कि मेरे पास बहुत धन हो जाए। तो संत ने क्या किया, इस व्यक्ति को आशीर्वाद दे दिया। आशीर्वाद देते हुए उन्होंने क्या किया, एक पारस मणि था, उसको कहते हैं टच स्टोन, उसको एक टच स्टोन दे दिया और बोला कि इसको जब भी आप लोहे से छुआ दोगे तो वो गोल्ड हो जाएगा। तो ये व्यक्ति क्या किया, बहुत ज्यादा लोहा इकट्ठा किया, एक बड़ा सा कुआं बनाया, गड्ढा खोदा, उसमें सब स्क्रैप मेटल लाके डाल दिया, सब गोल्ड हो जाएगा। फिर वो क्या किया, वो पारस मणि को उस गड्ढे में डाल दिया, उस गड्ढे में डाल दिया और देखा कि कोई भी लोहा जो था वो गोल्ड हुआ नहीं। तो बहुत अपसेट हो गया। तो वो संत के पास में गया कि तुमने मुझे फेक टेस्ट दे दिया, यू हैव गिवन मी अ फेक वन, यू चीटेड मी, आपने मेरे साथ में छल किया। क्योंकि आप बोले ये पारस मणि से सब लोहा सोना बन जाएगा, लेकिन मैंने ऐसा व्यवस्था किया, गड्ढा खोद कर उसमें सब लोहा डाल दिया और उसमें ये पारस नहीं डाला और ये कोई भी गोल्ड नहीं हुआ, तो ये चीटेड। तो साधु बोला नहीं नहीं, मैं तो डेफिनेटली आपको जेन्युइन स्टफ दिया, इससे होना ही चाहिए। तो साधु बोला चलो मैं देखना चाहता हूँ तुमने कैसे किया और ये गोल्ड क्यों नहीं। तो साधु गया, वो गड्ढे में जाके देखा तो झाका तो हाँ सब लोहा था और लोहा के बीच में पारस मणि था। तो साधु ने देखा कि जब उन्होंने पारस मणि उसमें भीगा तो जो पारस मणि था वो कुछ कचरे में अटक गया, कुछ मैला में अटक गया, कुछ पत्ती था, कार्डबोर्ड था, कुछ भी था, उसमें अटक गया। तो क्या हुआ, पारस मणि जो था वो लोहे को स्पर्श नहीं किया। जब स्पर्श नहीं किया था तो गोल्ड कैसे होगा? इसमें साधु का कोई दोष है? पारसमणि का कोई दोष है? दोष किसका है? लोहे का दोष है? Every iron piece will become gold. What was the defect? Anybody would like to share their lesson from this story? What was the defect? उसमें मैला था तो दोष किसका था? दोष जो था वो व्यक्ति का था। उसको सच्चा पारस नहीं मिला, वो सच्चा लोहा एकत्र किया, लेकिन उसका गलती क्या था? He was inattentive to the process. He was not attentive कि ये मैला इसमें है, स्पर्श नहीं होगा तो गोल्ड नहीं। मुझे क्यों ये स्टोरी याद है क्या? मुझे पीछे वाले लोगों के बारे में तो पता नहीं है। मेरे सामने में जितने लोग बैठे हैं, जितने लोग पीछे बैठे हैं, कोई कीर्तन नहीं गा रहा था, कोई कीर्तन नहीं गा रहा था। I can see the girls in the back, they were not chanting. Probably you are looking at your mobile phone. So if you are doing that, then don't expect the touchstone of the holy name to touch your heart to prepare it for love of Krishna. It's a very strong message. When we come to Sadhu Sangha, when we are coming to the temple, when we are not doing service, we are chanting, we are not giving our mind to it, in the kirtans we are not participating, so forget about the touch of the holy name, causing transformation to our heart.
When I come to temple, I never bring my mobile.
Then we don't chant, then we can't blame that the process is not working. The association is not good. We can't say that. So please, we want to meditate. Today being the last day of Purushottam Mass, and the best of the holy places on earth is Vrindavan. So Krishna was saying that he will not go wherever Radharani does not go. Radharani said, I will not go wherever there is no Vrindavan or Govardhan. Actually, Radharani said, I won't go where there is no Govardhan. And Govardhan said, I will not go where there is no Vrindavan. So, today we are very, very blessed by the great divine mercy of Srila Prabhupada, who took out Vrindavan out of Vrindavan and put Vrindavan all over the place. And this is Vrindavan. Radha Golok Bihari is here. Giriraj Govardhanath ki. So Giriraj, that means Vrindavan is here, that's why Giriraj is here. Giriraj is here means Radharani is here. And if Radharani is here means Krishna is here. So let us all meditate that we are, after the Kirtan and lecture, we will have Govardhan Parikrama too. So in the meantime, while speaking, Krishna inspired the thought in my heart that let us chant Jaya Radhe Jaya Krishna Jaya Vrindavan. It's a meditation of Vrindavan, all the pastime places of Vrindavan. So everyone can look up with their mobile phones if you have brought. There are no drinks or yeah, he knows this by heart, that's a good thing. So just look at your mobile phones, just type in Google Jaya Radhe, Jaya Krishna, Jaya Vrindavan. Otherwise I'll say, share it to the Bhagavad groups as well. Make life easy. ISKCON Nasori, ISKCON Suba, and ISKCON Bhagavad. So, there you go. So we can all find the song. Jaya Radhe, Jaya Krishna, Jaya Vrindavan, Jaya Radhe. जय राधे जय कृष्णा जय वृंदावन श्री गोविंद गोपीनाथ मदन मोहन भक्तिवेदांत स्वामी श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। इस्कॉन मेमोरी फाउंडर श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। इस्कॉन गुरु वृंद की जय। श्री गुरु परंपरा की जय। श्री राधा गोलोक हरि तमिशिका देवी की जय। श्री सीताराम लक्ष्मण भक्त हनुमान की जय। श्री गौर निताय भगवान की जय। श्री कृष्ण नाम संकीर्तन की जय। समवेत भक्त वृंद की जय। निताय गो प्रेमानंदे। हरे कृष्णा। So मंगलाचरण रिसाइट करेंगे, then we'll hear Srila Gurudev. So let us all pray together. Om Jnana-Timirandasya Jnananjana-Shalakya Chakshurunmilitam Jena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manovistam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yudapadakamalam Shri Guru Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagara Raghunatham Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitam Shra He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Deenabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Tatya Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanusute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Vancha Kaunarbhyascha Kripa Sindhubhevya Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Namane Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschateshatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaur Bhakti Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Bhagavate Vasudevaya Jasya Prasada Bhagavat Prasada Jasya Prasada Magati Kutubi Daya Suvangstasya Yashastri Sandyam Vande Guru Shri Charanarvindam Vande Guru Shri Charanarvindam Vande Guru Shri Charanarvindam. Maybe somebody can just put one light. I think the glare is affecting. Just one.
So Yam Shamo Bhagavata Shuka Dukkha Atatmanam Darshita Kripaya Pumsham Durdarsho Smad Vidais Tunya Dhruva Uvacha Sauhyam Shamo Bhagavata Sukha Dukkha Atatmanam Darshita Kripaya Pumsham Durdarsho Smad Vidais Tunya.
Everyone can make notes. Make notes.
Dhruva Maharaj said, Saha, that I am this, Shama, equilibrium of mind, Bhagavata, by your Lordship, Shuka Dukkha, happiness and miseries, Hata Atmanam, those who are affected. Darshita, shown. Kripaha, by mercy. Pongsham, of the people. Durdarshaha, very difficult to perceive. Asmat vidai, by persons like us. Tu, but. Yaha, whatever you have said. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Dhruva Maharaj said, "My dear Lord Naradaji, for a person whose heart is disturbed by the material conditions of happiness and distress, whatever you have so kindly explained for attainment of peace of mind is certainly a very good instruction. But as far as I am concerned, I'm covered by ignorance. This kind of philosophy does not touch my heart." Purport. There are various classes of men. One class is called akamis, referring to those who have no material desire. Desire must exist, either material or spiritual. Material desire arises when one wants to satisfy one's personal senses. One who is ready to sacrifice anything to satisfy the Supreme Personality of Godhead can be said to have a spiritual desire. Dhruva did not accept the instruction given by the great Saint Narada because he thought himself unfit for such instruction, which prohibited all material desires. It is not a fact, however, that those who have material desires are prohibited from worshipping the Supreme Personality of Godhead. This is the essential instruction from the life of Dhruva. He frankly admitted that his heart was full of material desires. He was very much affected by the cruel words of his stepmother, whereas those who are spiritually advanced do not care about anyone's condemnation or adoration. In Bhagavad Gita, it is said that persons who are actually advanced in spiritual life do not care for the dual behavior of this material world. But Dhruva Maharaj frankly admitted that he was not beyond the affliction of material distress and happiness. He was confident that the instruction given by Narada was valuable, and he could not accept it. The question raised here is whether or not a person afflicted by material desires is fit to worship the Supreme Personality of Godhead. The answer is that everyone is fit to worship Him. Even if one has many material desires to fulfill, he should take to Krishna consciousness and worship the Supreme Lord Krishna, who is so merciful that He fulfills everyone's desires. Through this narration, it will become very clear that no one is barred from worshipping the Supreme Personality of Godhead, even if one has many material desires. So, the spiritual master and disciple relationship is being established here in Narada Muni and Dhruva Maharaj. Sri Narada Muni is the bona fide Acharya in disciplic succession. He is the son and disciple of Lord Brahma. And Dhruva Maharaj is the great personality coming in line from also great exalted kings and even from Lord Brahma himself. So the guru as well as the disciple must be bona fide for transcendental knowledge to be passed from one to the other. The subject of Krishna consciousness is not an ordinary material subject matter. In ordinary material affairs, it is not very important to study the character or nature of the person if one wants to learn. Just like there are so many educational institutions, but they do not make very much stipulation as to the character of the persons who are employed there to teach. However, the spotless character of the spiritual master is essential if full faith is to be invoked. The spiritual master has to always act according to Shastra. Otherwise, the spiritual master falls from his transcendental position. The disciple, on the other hand, must be able to place his faith fully in the actions and words of the guru. In the case, for example, of the battle of Kurukshetra, because the elder members of the Kuru family, namely Bhishma, as well as Dronacharya, acted improperly in the battle of Kurukshetra, namely before the battle, that they permitted Draupadi to be disgraced. So as a result of this improper action, Krishna sanctioned Arjuna to kill them. Because although the spiritual master, namely Dronacharya, who was the spiritual master of the Pandavas, and Bhishma, who was the grandfather and worshipful personality like the Guru of the Pandavas, were to be given all respect and admiration, because they failed to fulfill their duty as Guru. They did not act properly. Therefore, Krishna advised Arjuna in this way to take such harsh action. The question of why Dhruva Maharaj disregards the instruction of Narada Muni is not due to Narada Muni's incompetence. Narada Muni is a fully competent personality, as we all know. Yet we see here that Dhruva Maharaj was not able to surrender to his instruction. So the reason cannot be traced to the lack of qualification on the part of Narada, but rather due to the material contamination which covered the heart of Dhruva Maharaj. This indicates that when a disciple approaches a spiritual master, naturally he's still in a conditioned stage. The Bhagavad Gita lists 4 types of persons who are pious and who approach the field of devotional service. Those who are in distress, those who are searching after wealth, those who are inquisitive, and those who are actually on the path of wisdom and knowledge. So far as distress is concerned, it afflicts all of us. This material world is full of disturbing conditions, and therefore one who is afflicted especially strongly by the suffering due to entanglement in the material world and the laws of nature may turn to God for relief. Because after all of the agents and agencies which are set up for giving relief in this world are failure. We all know from our own previous experience how we turned to so many persons for help to be free from the suffering of life, and yet they all disappointed us. It is only when we turn to Krishna and to Krishna's representatives, the devotees of the Lord, that we actually begin to come out of the suffering condition. Now, Dhruva Maharaj heard from Narada Muni, and he understood from Narada's words that the path of devotion which Narada was recommending was so difficult because Dhruva was expected to give up all kinds of material contamination. Very often we find that people are hesitant to come to spiritual life for this very same reason. They feel that it will be too difficult. They're too much attached, in other words. This attachment, of course, is artificial, or it is falsely placed, because by nature we are pure spirit souls. What is the question of being attached to that which is temporary? It is a question of ignorance, to think that I shall hold on to that which is temporary, because whatever is temporary will fast disappear. So the various attachments which we have, which are created by the illusory energy of the Lord, in the form of the false ego, the mundane mind and intelligence, and all of these sense objects, these are all flickering manifestations of the material energy. However, a conditioned soul doesn't realize this. He takes this temporary world of Maya as being reality. And so he goes on becoming more and more entangled in one material circumstance after another, identifying with his body and those things which are in connection with the body. Now, the merciful and compassionate spiritual master does not take very seriously the attachments of the disciple. Sometimes we read in the Bhagavatam that the spiritual master laughs sometimes to see the conditioning of the disciple. Just like I have that personal experience sometimes of Prabhupada laughing at me. He would think it was very humorous to see me like a bug, caught in the spider's net. Maya is a great spider, and the bug caught in the spider's net and bouncing around and calling for help. So Prabhupada used to he used to find it quite humorous to see my suffering condition. Of course, not in a way of seeing someone suffer, but in the fact of just like a parent who sometimes allows a child to be in a condition, say if the child is upside down and wants to sit up, but the parent may let the child lie in that position for a minute or two and play with it, knowing that at any moment I will right you. So Prabhupada, being a bona fide spiritual master, could immediately right me up. Therefore, sometimes he would laugh a little, seeing me tossed around, trying to perform devotional service despite the difficult material circumstances. So Narada Muni feels very compassionate to see Dhruva Maharaj's condition. Here is before him a potentially great devotee of the Lord. Narada Muni is Trigamagam. He knows very well what Dhruva Maharaj is capable of. He knows that this is no ordinary little child sitting in front of me. He knows that this child is going to be able to stop the actions of the universe, that this child is going to make his entire family dynasty famous, that this child is going to achieve more than even Narada Muni's own father, Brahma, could achieve. So he is feeling compassion. He's going to smile and look upon Dhruva Maharaj very kindly and then say, "Don't worry. What your mother has told you to do is quite all right. She told you to worship the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and that is actually the correct thing, even if you have material desires. Because the Lord, being omniscient and being the proprietor of everything, He will bestow the boons which you so desire. But you have to simply worship Him nicely." So, as you probably know, the mantra Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya was the mantra which was given by Narada Muni to Dhruva Maharaj to chant. To worship the Supreme Lord Vasudeva by this mantra, by the various breathing processes, by regulating his diet. He was trained to meditate upon the form of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So in many ways it was a very similar process to what we are practicing. To chant the Lord's holy name, to regulate our diet, to meditate upon the beautiful form of the Lord. And the result will be that all of our ambitions and desires will be fulfilled. All of us have little desires, you see. We try to be great devotees of the Lord, pure-hearted, and all that. But the fact is that despite our intention to be very pure, there are material desires which lurk in a secret way within the heart. So this should not discourage us. Sometimes devotees become discouraged in seeing the fact that they're materially contaminated and that they're not pure, and they become impatient. But you should recognize that the process of devotional service is so nice that you can fully surrender to Krishna with the faith that Krishna will make your desires fulfilled, or He will eliminate them if they are not to be fulfilled. A devotee should simply trust in the Lord that He can fulfill everything. In the Bhagavad Gita, it is recommended that if one has material desires, they should worship the demigods. And Krishna says that it is He who makes the demigods able to bestow boons upon man. And similarly, it is He who empowers someone to fix his mind on worshiping the demigods. Therefore, since one can get anything material from the demigods he desires, since the demigods are empowered by Krishna, it stands to reason if one worships Krishna directly, Krishna can do the same for him. Krishna can bestow all material requirements upon the living entity. Sometimes Prabhupada used to joke that when he used to say that he was a bit hesitant to come into this world because he did not like austerities very much. But Krishna promised him that you don't worry, you simply go and preach, and I will make all arrangements for your comfort. Prabhupada once said this to us. So he said, just see how Krishna has made all arrangements, and he's given me so many thousands of nice fathers and mothers to look after me. Sometimes Prabhupada would call us as fathers and mothers. So, and he said, and you have made so many arrangements that I don't feel in any way uncomfortable under any circumstance. Actually, Krishna will arrange everything for his devotees. People sometimes wonder, like the other day when I was lecturing at Tawako, so there was some envious man in the audience. So he was saying, this property, you must have at least 40 acres of land here. Actually, we have only 2 acres. And it must be worth so many millions of dollars. Actually, it's not worth millions of dollars. And how many people could be living here anyway? It must be only such and such a number, He was very envious that, he probably had just come from foreign, and he was trying to set up his life, and he probably was failing or not doing as well as he would like to do. And here are the devotees, whose only business is chanting and dancing, and they're living on such valuable property in such nice, way, eating nice, opulent foodstuffs. So, Prabhupada used to answer the reporters when they would ask in this way, how do you maintain such an opulent lifestyle? I see that you all have so many vans and vehicles, you have big properties, and you're all well-dressed and this and that. And Prabhupada said, Krishna supplies it all. And say, where do you get your money from? Prabhupada said, Krishna supplies it all. So when one surrenders into Krishna, Krishna provides everything. Krishna is not a poor man. Krishna is not incapable of providing all of our necessities, whatever they may happen to be. Our point is only to surrender to him. You know the story of Sudama Brahman. He was also, he was pure-hearted. But his wife, being an attached lady, she said to Sudama that, you have such a wealthy friend, Krishna, why don't you take advantage of your connections? Why are you neglecting like this? You have a very good schoolmate who has achieved a very big position now. So why don't you request him to help you out? So when Krishna gave Sudama gave Krishna the little chip rice that his wife had collected, the result was that when he came back home, there was his wife looking like Lakshmi Devi, and there was his humble setting turned into a big palatial building. So although Sudama had not come so much with that desire, Krishna fulfilled the desire many times over. So whatever our individual desires may be, they may be minuscule or whatever they may be, the fact is that Krishna, if you surrender to him nicely and pleasing, he will more than take care of you, more than you could even imagine that you need to be taken care of. A devotee's difficulties are completely eliminated by the grace of Krishna. You don't have to be in distress. Sometimes people are in anxiety. Should I surrender or not? If I surrender, how will I meet this need and that need, etc.? Actually, if you surrender, Krishna will meet all of your needs. You'll see in the case of Dhruva Maharaj, he surrendered under Krishna's lotus feet. And every single need that he had was fully met. Of course, one of the offenses in chanting the holy name of the Lord is to maintain material attachments, even after understanding so many instructions in this manner. So it's to be understood that as we advance in spiritual life, we should be gradually capable of giving up our material attachments. It does not look very good if after many, many years of practicing Krishna consciousness, our hankering for material needs and desires is still remaining. The symptom of advancement is genuine renunciation. Renunciation means the satisfaction with any circumstance in which Krishna places us. Of course, the devotee is still very much anxious to be placed in a proper preaching position. That is not a material desire. The desire to want to expand the Krishna consciousness movement is not a mundane desire. But we should become more and more tolerant of situations. We should become indifferent to happiness and distress, heat and cold, fame and infamy. If someone hits us, if someone, derides us, that should not disturb us, because we should understand that such a situation is simply arranged by the modes of material nature. It has nothing to do with my pure Krishna consciousness. It has nothing to do with me as pure spirit soul. A devotee should be judged in this way, how tolerant he has become, how kind-hearted and merciful he is, how much he's always engaged in the service of the Lord. These are the decorations of the sadhu-bhushana. These are the decorations by which a devotee is to be understood, to be advanced in spiritual life. So although Dhruva Maharaj does have some material desires, you'll see that when he finally makes acquaintance with the Supreme Personality of Godhead, he feels very ashamed. His shame is that how shameful I was to be having any kind of material aspirations. When
we have stopped at 20 minutes. Just so that everyone gets bored and we can share some realizations, some points from this lecture. We have a mic. We can pass it. We have a mic. Hare Krishna. So let's hear some realizations. Sitting in Vrindavan, hearing from a great sadhu, Pramod Krishna Goswami Maharaj. Srila Gurudev was talking about the story of Dhruva Maharaj, how Dhruva Maharaj was approached by Narad Muni when he left home on the guidance of his mother to go and look for Vishnu, and he asked, where does Vishnu stay? He said, Vishnu stays in the forest. So all the sadhus, they go to the forest to look for Vishnu. So Dhruva Maharaj, a 5-year-old boy, he went to the forest. So some of the points anybody wants to share? Hare Krishna. Maybe Sachi Mata. Yeah, you can, if you can. Very powerful point, very correct, Satyamata. You picked it very well. They highlighted it is also, ये भागवतम में भी दिया है, बहुत अच्छा पॉइंट Satyamata ने पिक किया है. गुरुदेव बोल रहे थे कि गुरु और शिष्य का संबंध कैसे होता है. गुरु जो होता है वो शिष्य का कैरेक्टर देखता है और शिष्य जो गुरु का कैरेक्टर देखता है. तो भागवतम में भी वो सेकंड कैंटो में ये चैप्टर आया है, प्योर डिवोशनल सर्विस और चेंज इन द हार्ट, और चेंज इन कैरेक्टर. तो हम लोग जब भक्ति करते हैं उससे हमारा जो कैरेक्टर है, जो व्यवहार है, जो बिहेवियर है, वो चेंज होना चाहिए। तो जब गुरु को भी पहचानो कि गुरु का कैरेक्टर देखते हैं और गुरु भी शिष्य का कैरेक्टर। दिस इज अ वेरी पावरफुल एग्जांपल फ्रॉम ध्रुव महाराज स्टोरी। आई थिंक आई आल्सो नोटेड दैट डाउन एज अ वेरी पावरफुल मैसेज फ्रॉम Srila Gurudev. Anyone else?
One point I noted here is that Guru was trying to tell, if you have material desires, it will all be filled, given if you worship the Supreme Personality. When Guru was giving me, I remember his verse. Akam sarva kamava moksha kamagadi divrena bhakti yogena yoga. Then if you have no desires or you have many desires, this is like Guru Maharaj, who desire to gain a kingdom like his father. But by worshipping the Lord, that desire one became like a broken glass. So the main thing is, if you worship the Supreme Personality, then even all the desires that are given by demigods, all fulfilled. Because all the desires by demigods even come from the Supreme Personality. So this is one thing I really noticed in this lecture.
I want to have a clarification. Gurudev talks about saying that Gurudev talks about saying that despite having material attachment, if you continue to worship, it doesn't restrict. But then he later on gives an example about Arjuna and the other party that they did not, so they were still attached to the material when Draupadi get Chira side. So the consequences were because of eating as well. Because they were still attached to Namakaya and then they were attached with it. But that consequences was that they were supposed to be killed.
Yeah.
So one is that slowly it would be a fight control. But you need to be conscious of the consequences if you continue to be attached in the wrong.
I think
What's the logic in that?
प्रभु बोल रहे हैं, जैसे जरा प्रभु ने पिक किया, श्रील गुरुदेव बोले कि यहाँ ध्रुव महाराज के एग्जाम्पल से लिखता है कि अगर हमारा सांसारिक इच्छा भी हो तो फिर भी भगवान को ही पूजना चाहिए। और उधर एग्जाम्पल दिया था अर्जुन और पांडवस का कि वो द्रौपदी का हरण हुआ तो उनका अटैचमेंट था कि सेटल बटम से अटैक होना चाहिए, नहीं हुआ तो दे वेंट टू फाइट। तो यही लेक्चर में एक्चुअली ध्रुव महाराज का स्टोरी भी आगे जाता है। आपका डाउट ठीक आया है, लेकिन इसका आंसर जो सेकंड पार्ट ऑफ द लेक्चर में आता है कि ध्रुव महाराज के एग्जाम्पल में बताया गया है कि इवन विद मटेरियल डिजायर, भौतिक इच्छा से ध्रुव महाराज निकले थे। जब भगवान का दर्शन पाया तब ध्रुव महाराज बोले कि भौतिक इच्छा है तो कांच के टुकड़ा माफी थे और मुझे तो हीरा मिल गया। तो एक और एक एग्जाम्पल यहाँ पे श्रील गुरुदेव दिया था, मैंने लिखा है कि सुदामा की पत्नी वो बोला कि कृष्ण तुम्हारा फ्रेंड है, क्लासमेट है, इतना धनवान हो गया है, इतना राजा हो गया है, तो तुम्हें उससे सहायता लेना चाहिए, यू कैन टेक सम एडवांटेज आउट ऑफ इट क्योंकि ही इज वेरी रिच। तो बोले उसको वो पौवा बांध के दिया, तो सुदामा ही गेव चीप प्राइस, कृष्णा गेव हिम सो मच ऑफरिंग। तो यहाँ पे दो है, सुदामा बिल्कुल नहीं चाहता था अपना प्रॉब्लम प्रेजेंट करे, लेकिन उसकी वाइफ की इच्छा थी। But she was encouraging Sudama to go to Krishna as opposed to go somewhere else. बुद्ध बोले कि देवी देवता के पास जाना, ये करना, वो करना, नहीं, कृष्ण के पास जाने से ही सब पूरा होगा। So hope that helps you. Hare Krishna. Any other point? Anyone have any? Oh, then I'm told बोले मेरे पास कोई point नहीं है, question है।
मुझे बोलता है कि गुरु शुड स्टडी द डिसाइपल। तो हाउ डज द गुरु स्टडी द डिसाइपल?
जरा प्रभु कहते हैं कि यहाँ पे गुरुदेव बोला कि गुरु को डिसाइपल को स्टडी करना चाहिए। तो हाउ डज द गुरु स्टडी द डिसाइपल? सोचते हैं कि गुरु महाराज कभी कभी आते हैं, तो कैसे जानेंगे कैरेक्टर?
That's why we have the management. The management is what every disciple should work under the management. So the management knows and they can correct or ask the disciple how to improve.
इसलिए हमारा ISKCON का सिस्टम है। गुरु क्या करता है? गुरु परंपरा होता है। गुरु जो वैसे गुरु होता है, शिक्षा गुरु होता है, मार्ग प्रदर्शक गुरु होता है, शिक्षा गुरु होता है, दीक्षा गुरु होता है। तो दीक्षा गुरु कैसे जान पाता है डिसाइपल का कैरेक्टर? शिक्षा गुरु के माध्यम से। जो टेम्पल मैनेजमेंट होता है, जो सीनियर डिवोटीज होते हैं, इसीलिए हमारा सिस्टम है वी गेट इनिशिएशन रिकमेंडेशन। जो रिकमेंडा होता है, जो रिकमेंड करता है, वो जानता है कि व्यक्ति का व्यवहार कैसा है, इसका कैरेक्टर कैसा है। देन इज द पॉइंट। जरा ब्रो वाज ट्राइंग टू गेट टू द पॉइंट कि कैसे हम लोग जानेंगे यू नो थ्रू द सीनियर डिवोटी। परमेश्वर प्रभु जो जवाब दिया वही गुरुदेव भी बोला कि एक्चुअली डिसाइपल के कैरेक्टर से जाना जाता है। मुझे याद आ गया श्रील गुरुदेव एक बार श्रील गुरुदेव बोले जब मैं आता हूँ तो डिवोटीज आते हैं गुरु पूजा में ना, रिसेप्शन में आते हैं, डिवोटीज बहुत जोर जोर गाते हैं, बहुत जोर जोर कूदते हैं, डांस करते हैं। तो श्रील गुरुदेव बोले मैं जान जाता हूँ कि ये साल भर कुछ नहीं करता है, सब आगे पकड़ के रखा है, मेरे सामने कूदता है। तो नवीन का कैरेक्टर है। एक्चुअली श्रील गुरुदेव बोलते हैं कि द रियल टेस्ट ऑफ द डिसाइपल is not what you do in front of the guru, but what you do in his absence. गुरु के सामने तो सभी अच्छे हो सकते हैं, लेकिन गुरु जब नहीं रहे सामने, मतलब गुरु चला गया प्रचार करने के लिए, तो आप क्या करते हो? अपना माला करते हो, अपना सेवा करते हो, प्रचार करते हो, योगदान देते हो, टेम्पल में सर्विस होता है। आर यू डूइंग योर रेगुलर सर्विस और नॉट? गुरु महाराज आते हैं तो वी ऑल वांट टू डू मंगल आरती, नॉट फॉर ऑफरिंग कृष्णा, बट गुरु महाराज से हम डूइंग द आरती। तो ये राइट कैरेक्टर है, दैट इज अचीविंग प्रोफेशनलिज्म। तो मैंने पॉइंट्स लिखा था, आई रोट 12 पॉइंट्स। मैंने सबसे फर्स्ट लिखा था एवरीवन इज फिट टू वर्शिप द सुप्रीम लॉर्ड इररिस्पेक्टिव ऑफ वंस मटीरियल डिजायर। सभी कोई भगवान को वर्शिप कर सकते हैं, कोई बात नहीं किसका कोई भी मटेरियल डिजायर कैसा भी हो, लेकिन वी शुड ऑल वर्शिप कृष्णा। हरे कृष्णा हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे राम। और दूसरा पॉइंट मैंने लिखा था, सची माता ने बताया था, स्पॉटलेस कैरेक्टर ऑफ स्पिरिचुअल टीचर इज वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर द डिसाइपल टू प्लेस हिज फेथ इन हिज वर्ड्स। गुरु का कैरेक्टर जो है या स्पिरिचुअल टीचर्स जो है उनका कैरेक्टर जो है वो इम्पोर्टेंट है फॉर द डिसाइपल टू प्लेस देयर फेथ इन देयर वर्ड्स। उनका कैरेक्टर वर्ड्स मैच नहीं करेगा तो डिसाइपल का फेथ नहीं हो सकता है। जब डिसाइपल का फेथ गुरु में नहीं होगा तब भगवान नहीं समझ पाएंगे। थर्ड पॉइंट हमने लिखा था, ध्रुव वाज नॉट एबल टू सरेंडर बिकॉज ऑफ द कंडीशनिंग ऑफ द हार्ट ऑफ द डिसाइपल। कभी कभी हम लोग शरणागत क्यों नहीं हो पाते? क्योंकि हमारे हार्ट का कंडीशन है, हम लोग फेथ नहीं है, या हम लोग तर्क लगाते हैं। शरणागति में हम लोग तर्क लगाते हैं, नहीं ऐसे नहीं ऐसे नहीं, अभी वेट करो, अभी ऐसे हुई तब ऐसे, हम ऐसे देखेगा तब करेगा। तो हम लोग के कंडीशनिंग है। जो डिस्ट्रेस होता है, जो वेल्थ सर्च करता है, जो नॉलेज सर्च करता है और जो एब्सोल्यूट ट्रुथ सर्च करता है, 4 प्रकार के लोग भगवान को सरेंडर करते हैं। पॉइंट नंबर 5, हम लोग जो कंडीशन होते हैं वो कंसीडर करता है मटेरियल वर्ल्ड एज रियल रादर देन टेम्पररी। ये हम लोग के डिल्यूजन है। ये मैं पढ़ा तो मैं सची माता का कॉमन एडवाइस में सची माता डज साइकियाट्री। तो माता जी बोलती है ना, सर्टेन पीपल दे बिलीव सो मच, डिल्यूशनल क्या कंडीशन है ना, यू जस्ट स्टार्ट बिलीविंग कि आप जो सोच रहे हैं वही सही है, एंड देन यू थिंक क्या यही आप सकता सोचे लगे मैं डीबीसी हूँ डिल्यूजनल। तो हम लोग ऐसे संसार के टेम्परेरी जो है हम लोग भूल गया, सोचता ये रियल है। और पॉइंट नंबर 6, simply worship the Supreme Personality of Godhead for whatever one desires. Simply meditate by chanting, following a diet, and serve the Lord. So, chanting Hare Krishna, the diet is prasadam and serve the Lord. ये 3 चीज करने से ये हम लोग सिंपल भगवान को ये करना चाहिए। पॉइंट नंबर 7, sometimes we become discouraged by material desires devotees have, but we should realize the potency of devotional service. Worship Krishna with faith. कभी-कभी हम लोग के material desires, हम लोगों के भौतिक इच्छा हम लोग के बहुत ज्यादा लगे तो हम लोग हार जाता ना, वो हमसे नहीं हुई, हम नहीं कर पाता, हम ये नियम नहीं पालन कर पाता है, हमसे नहीं हुए हैं। तो गुरुदेव बोले हैं इससे डिस्करेज नहीं होएंगे। इसके मतलब है कि हम लोग के भक्ति के पोटेंसी देखेंगे। तो द मोर यू सरेंडर इनटू डिवोशनल सर्विस, देन यू सी द पोटेंसी ऑफ द डिवोशनल सर्विस टेकिंग अवे दिस टेस्ट। मैं जब पब्लिक में प्रचार करता हूँ तो मैं हमेशा ये कहता हूँ, या कभी कभी मैं प्रचार करने जाता हूँ तो लोग बोलते हैं अरे ये डिवोटी तो अब नहीं करता है, ये व्यक्ति कर रहा था भक्ति लेकिन अब छोड़ दिया है, ये हरिबोल छोड़ दिया है। तो उसका एक ही जवाब है, अगर मैं भी चैंटिंग नहीं करूं तो मैं भी छोड़ दूंगा। अगर हम लोग रुके हैं तो हम लोग भक्ति से रुके हैं। बड़ा से बड़ा सन्यासी भी चैंटिंग करना छोड़ दे तो वो सन्यास या गुरु की अवस्था से गिर जाएगा। बहुत पावरफुल बात शिला गुरुदेव बोला कि हम लोग डिस्करेज नहीं हो जाए हम लोग के मटेरियल सिचुएशन से, हम लोग के भक्ति के प्रभाव देखना है। तो और भक्ति करेंगे तो उसके प्रभाव से ये मलिनता जो निकल जाए। और नंबर 8, Srila Prabhupada said Krishna promised that he will not let him be covered by material desire. Srila Prabhupada बोले एक बार कि मैं यहाँ नहीं आना चाहता था, क्योंकि वो बोला पर कृष्ण से कि मैं संसार में जाऊंगा तो इसका प्रभाव पड़ जाएगा। तो कृष्ण मेरे को प्रॉमिस किया कि तुम्हारे पर संसार का प्रभाव नहीं आएगा। तो हम लोग जब डिवोशनल सर्विस में सरेंडर्ड रहेंगे, फुली सरेंडर्ड रहेंगे तो मटेरियल प्रभाव नहीं आएगा। ये कृष्णा का प्रॉमिस है और ये प्रभुपाद का एग्जाम्पल है। You just have to be surrendered in devotional service. और नंबर 9, Krishna supplies. Prabhupada was asked by a reporter, how do you have such opulent facilities? प्रभुपाद को पूछा एक रिपोर्टर ने कि तुम्हारे इतना महंगा गाड़ी में घूमते हो, मंदिर है, ये वो है, सब ऑपुलेंस है। प्रभुपाद को बोला तुम्हारे पास ये सब आता कैसे है? तो बोला कृष्ण सप्लाई करते हैं। खाली भक्ति करेंगे भगवान सप्लाई करेगा। और फिर बोला सुदामा गेव चीप प्राइस, कृष्ण गेव सो मच ऑपुलेंस। सुदामा भगवान अर्पण किया, कृष्ण सब ऑपुलेंस दे दिया। तो कभी कभी बोलते हैं should I surrender, how will things happen? Krishna provides for one who surrenders. हम लोग कभी सोचते हैं क्या भगवान को शरणागत होए? अगर भगवान को शरणागत तो कैसे चलेगा? तो भगवान बोला, रूपा समझाते हैं कि भगवान बोलते हैं जो भगवान को शरणागत होता है भगवान उसको प्रोवाइड करते हैं। भगवान कहते हैं ये यथा माम प्रपद्यन्ते, जो जितना शरणागत होगा भगवान उतना देख रेख करेगा। और आखिरी में और मटेरियल सिचुएशन इज अरेंज्ड बाय मटेरियल नेचर, it does not affect our spiritual life or should not affect devotional service. तो लास्ट पॉइंट में गुरुदेव के लेक्चर में पकड़ा था कि जितना हमारा भौतिक सिचुएशन है, हम लोग का जो दुख सुख संसार में है, ये हमारे कर्म का फल है। ये मटेरियल नेचर, इसको जैसा करोगे वैसा भरोगे, ये संसार का नियम, इससे संसार चलता है। लेकिन भक्ति जो है ये इससे प्रभावित नहीं होता है। सुदामा के पास कुछ नहीं था फिर भी वो कृष्ण के नाम गा रहा था। सुदामा के जीवन में हफ्ता हफ्ता भोजन नहीं था, सुदामा हफ्ता हफ्ता एकादशी करता। जो सी द पॉजिटिव है, आज भोजन नहीं है, सुशीला को बोले आज अग्यारस करते हैं, कल भी भोजन ना हो बोले आज फिर अग्यारस करते हैं, दूसरे दिन रोते नहीं। तो इसका पॉइंट है डिवोशनल सर्विस मटेरियल सिचुएशन से अफेक्ट नहीं होना चाहिए। आज हम धनवान हैं, डिवोशनल सर्विस भूल मत जाओ। कल दरिद्र है, डिवोशनल सर्विस छोड़ नहीं दो। तो थैंक यू वेरी मच फॉर लिसनिंग। ऑल दिस पॉइंट मैं पिक किया हूँ और भविष्य में इच्छा करते हैं, प्रार्थना करते हैं कि हम लोग ऐसे सत्संग में एकत्र होकर और श्रील गुरुदेव से सुन सके। और यू कैन हियर लेक्चर्स ऑफ अदर गुरुज एज वेल। समटाइम्स यू नो व्हेन वी सिट quietly and listen and share realization, that is very very enlightening. So thank you all very much. तो ये पुरुषोत्तम मास का आप सभी लोगों को हार्दिक हार्दिक शुभकामना, भगवान का आशीर्वाद बना रहे। और आज का जो स्पिरिचुअल सत्संग है इसका बेनिफिट 1000 टाइम्स मल्टीप्लाइड होगा। और इसका मतलब होता है कि आप सब भक्ति में 1000 गुना प्रगति करें और तीव्र गति से। तीव्रेण भक्ति योगेन। Let us devote ourselves to Krishna with much more force, much more urgency. हर एक दिन हमको urgency लगना चाहिए कि मुझे भक्त बनना है, मुझे कृष्ण प्रेम प्राप्त करना है। So thank you very much. We will not take much more time. So we will now have Kirtan and we will do Parikrama of Govardhan. So the other day in Chaitanya Charitamrita, then you do 7 Parikrama of Giriraj Shila. What Govardhan Parikrama is done. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when Raghunath Das Goswami was very very old, he could not walk. Then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave him one Govardhan Shila with his footprints, and he said, "You go around this Shila 7 times," because Raghunath Das Goswami had taken a vow that he will do Parikrama every day. So by the mercy of Srila Prabhupada, we have come to Krishna consciousness. And by coming to Krishna consciousness, Giriraj has come here. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's direct blessing. But sitting here today in Fiji, we can do Govardhan Parikrama. Okay? So Giriraj Maharaj ki, Srila Prabhupada ki, Shri Krishna Naam Sankirtan ki, Nitai Gaur Premanande. तो जब सभी लोग परिक्रमा कर रहे हैं, we'll chant कीर्तन। तो परिक्रमा करते हुए मंत्र बोलना चाहिए। आप मंत्र नहीं बोलोगे तो आपका परिक्रमा जो है पूरा नहीं होगा, संपूर्ण फलित नहीं होगा। तो यू मस्ट कॉल कृष्ण's name while you are doing the परिक्रमा। Make sure non-stop 7 round आप जाए। And we can all take turns. We can move some chairs. Some of the chairs can go back to the dining tables. We'll soon be having dinner.